Dragonsky, and I am back again, but this time I'm going to be going over my 13.2 pound gear list, which is not fully completed, so I do not have all my gear, so my totals may be higher, and I'm looking to change out a few things, so we'll see. So I may be doing an updated video, like I said, with updated gear, but we're going to dive right in, and we're going to start with my big three, or should I say big four. So first we're going to start with the big Agnes copper spur, UL2. It is 3.1 pounds, and this is what it looks like. I'm really happy with this tent because it's really spacious. This is going to be my winter tent. As you can see, it's double walled, which will help me keep out the cold. Got it on sale in the beginning of the year for $328, so I'm really happy about it. Really happy about my tent situation. We're going to move to the pack. Now, pack and pad for that matter. For my pack, currently I am looking at the ULA Circuit. It's a really nice pack. It comes in at 2.7 pounds, but you can take out the aluminum stay, as well as the inner pockets to get it down to 2.3. I might be changing out that ULA. It was donated by a supporter of mine, but I might be changing it out for the Swift X because I am sponsored by Six Moons. So I might be doing an updated video on that. Also, I am going to be carrying the Xtherm, the big Agnes, Therm-a-rest Neo Air Xtherm. I actually just traded this out. It seems to be a little bit more narrow, wider here, which I like because I was having issues. I had the women's Neo Air X Light, and that came in at 12 ounces. This currently comes in at 15 ounces, but it's something that I'm willing to take the weight on because hypothermia is not a joke. And having a 6.9 R value is really important to me because I do sleep cold. I'm pretty anemic. My hands are pretty cold right now. It's approximately like 40 degrees out here in New Jersey, and I haven't gotten a chance to get my pad a go. So tonight I will be trying it out. I'll let y'all know how that went. A part of my big four here, as you can see, the tent, the pack, the pad, we have the Enlighten Equipment Revelation with draft collar. It is a 10 degree quilt here, 10 degree. It is a custom that I've done. This was donated by Enlighten Equipment through Backpacking Light. I am a recipient of the Backpacking Light Diversity Grant, and I am very thankful for EE for donating this quilt to me. I have not had any issues. I feel super warm at night. I did notice it can get a little drafty down at the foot box with the little hole. I plan on getting booties and a balaclava as well, just to help with the little draft that's coming in through the foot. But other than that, I really haven't, like I said, I haven't had any issues with my big four. And I'm really happy. I wanted to give you guys a full out visual because I'm a visual person. I know many people do their gear list, inside and everything's not blown up, etc. I'm just a visual person. I'm unique. I just like to keep things different so everyone can see exactly, what I have in its full entire form. Okay, so there we go, big four. Pretty light. I have the EE. I didn't tell you guys the EE is coming in at 22.4 ounces or a pound and 1.4 pounds for the quilt. I will be trading it out for the summer. I will not have the EE for the summer as it will be too hot. So I'm definitely looking to switch it out with SeatoSummit gear, who I'm also sponsored by. Okay, so now we're looking inside of the big Agnes copper spur. I have all my gear laid out inside of here because I thought it would be cool to lay it out inside of my tent instead of it being in my room, because my room is just boring. I feel like it's better to just lay everything out in the tent. And also, just to give y'all a clue of how roomy the tent is, I really do like it. Like I said, it's just great. It's really great for the winter because with the double wall, it's keeping me much more insulated than a single wall tent would. So I am happy to carry the 3.1 pounds, even though I know I could go lighter. I'm actually fine with the BA. Okay, so we're gonna turn our attention on clothes. All right, so this is what we're working with. So I have these darn tough socks. These are the winter weight socks. I really like them. They go pretty much halfway up my leg and they dry out really fast. I haven't had any problems with blisters in these. I did go out the other day and it was snowing and they did get wet in my trail runners, and I noticed that they dried off really fast. My feet were not cold and it was 30 degrees and I stepped in the water and everything. It was just a mess, but they stood up. Then I have a second pair of darn toughs. These are like these aren't heavyweight. These are pretty light, but they still do the job and I do like them. I mostly have worn these during the summer, so I'm not sure if I might switch them out for another thicker sock like the other darn tough that I do have, simply because I can't deal with cold feet. What I've been learning through my shakedowns, especially this month, is that I cannot deal with cold feet. So that's why booties are a go, and I'll be updating y'all with that again with the booties because I can't wait to tell y'all about those. Third socks that I have are the Injinji. The Injinji socks here. They have the little toe and the separator. These were donated to me by Bedrock Sandals. I do have the Bedrock Sandals Karens. I will be bringing those along for my summer journey for camp shoes and for fording. Simply because I've forded without shoes, and yeah, you don't want to slip on that algae and stuff under it. It's just no good. Just no dice at all. So I'm carrying 3 socks, which is more than most people would carry because I like to have that rotation. Like, I don't want to wake up and stick my socks into, my feet into cold socks. I also plan on getting plastic baggies. My friend told me about like the oven mitt bags that you put the roaster turkey in. I'm gonna wear those around my feet with waterproof boots that I'm still looking for. I'm still looking to get some waterproof boots because I did have these Morels GTX and they were way too small, so I'm returning that, and I'm looking to get like a wider boot, probably a Keen or something like it, just for the snow. Of pants, or leggings I should say, I have the REI midweight tights. These were on sale for $30, originally $50. And then I have Polar Trek. These are Polar Trek leggings here, as you can see. These were donated to me by another supporter of my journey. I do not know how much my clothing weighs minus the 6.5 ounces. So I know the weight on the tights. I don't know the weight on many of my other clothes, simply because it was donated by people who support my journey, and I truly appreciate that. So what I've noticed with these 2 pairs is that I'm okay with the Polar Trek usually, but once it gets colder later in the night, I usually do add the tights just to give me a little bit more warmth, because like I said, I'm pretty tiny, and I just shiver. So I'm trying to avoid hypothermia by any means possible, even if that means carrying extra weight and clothes. But again, it's how you layer and not how many clothes you bring. So, going back to, now we're going to jump to the shirts. All right. So this is my little layout for the shirts that I have here. And I started with the first layer, as you can see. So this REI shirt here I like this. I actually, you know what, y'all, I really did not like this in the beginning because I was scratching like hell. I was scratching like all hell, and I was not happy about it. But I did find out that it does work really, really well when it's cold out, and I did wash it a few times. I know people have mentioned, you know, washing the wool a few times, and as you can see, it's a nice long sleeve. It's light, REI brand, pretty light. But I like to have like this layer under as my first layer because sometimes I do get hot. I actually really do sweat a lot, and what I've learned with winter layering is I'm not sweating. I'm really not sweating because I'm learning to layer properly. And then I have, coming back, I have this green shirt here. This is a green synthetic shirt here. It is, I would say this is a mid-weight long sleeve shirt here. It was donated to me by a supporter, as I said, and I do not know the weight, but I do know that it is working with my layering system, and it is super warm. So I am really, really happy about this layer. And I tried this shirt particularly out in Colorado when I was there in October. I was in Colorado and Yellowstone, and it was like 19 degrees, and I stayed pretty warm, so I know this synthetic layer is good to go. I really like it, and it's very soft and comfortable. I have a black shirt here. This will probably go with sleeping because I want to have separate dry clothes for sleeping, just because I don't know, you know, you never know if you're going to get really wet. You just always want to have a separate pair of dry clothes, at least for the winter. At least I could say for the winter. And what I'm doing in my case is that I am bringing a separate pair of sleep only clothes. I am planning to probably get another pair of those REI tights for nighttime, but we'll see. It's been pretty cold up here in Jersey so far, so I'm thinking that Georgia might be a little brutal, so you never know. But I've been checking the weather out, and I know it did snow in Georgia, so I'm getting really, really prepared for that. Going into this is my mid layer. As you can see, the others were base. This is my mid layer. This is a surly half. It's a zip up, and it's really nice. One of my friends got me this mid layer. She is a biker, and I really appreciate her. She brought this for me, and it's so comfortable. It has the little, what I really, really like about this is this, like, you put your hand through here through your gloves, and you have like support grip, and it also adds a little bit more warmth to my hand, I noticed. And I really do like that, because any warmth towards the hands is a friend of mine. So I can't go wrong with the Surly. I do not know, again, how much it weighs. I've looked everywhere, Googled a lot of things, and cannot find the darn weight for it. So I don't know what weight I'm going in with clothes mostly, but I know what weight I'm going in with all my other gear, and my puffy and my rain jacket, which we're about to jump into right about now. So, looking down at the Patagonia Nano Puff, I do like this. I have a hoodless one only because I like to wear hats and stuff. Like, it gets really puffy underneath my head. I have all these dreads, so you know, I like to actually just wear hats and layer on there and not just be smushed up in my face, and that's why I don't have it. The Patagonia comes in at 10 ounces, so not bad, and it's definitely light and warm, compresses really, really well. I really do like that Patagonia. I wear it outside in general. Right now I'm wearing a normal coat because I'm showing y'all my layout so far, but I do like the Patagonia. It was on sale. It was great to get that on sale. I did buy that with the diversity grant provided to me by Backpacking Light. And then next, we're going to move on to my new rain gear that I recently just got. Again, donated from a supporter. A supporter helped me monetarily get this rain gear. So, I'm going to tell you about the Montbell. So, this is the Montbell rain jacket. It is, oh, I love this thing. I've only tried it on once. I really like the layout of it. I like that it has the pit zips underneath. This rain, it is 5.8 ounces. It's the Montbell Women's Versatile rain jacket, and I am souped to try it out. I'm like, bring it on, bring on the rain, no pain, no me. So I'm definitely looking to check that out and try that out. Also, it's so tiny, it compresses easily. It's not bulky at all, as you can see. The material is really thin. I haven't even taken the tags off yet. That's how new it is. But so far, I'm really like digging the feel of it. I believe it is Gore-Tex. It is Gore-Tex. And that's what I was really looking for. I was going to go with the frog togs, but I got a little scared only because I heard reports of a lot of people saying that it wasn't good. Like they just didn't have good experiences with it. And so I'm really thankful for my supporter that did help me get rain gear. And this is also a wind protector as well. For the rain pants, which I do not have currently, it is on the way. I have the Light Heart gear. They are the rain pants. They would come in at 4.4 ounces, and I will be showing y'all that when I get those in, and we'll be testing them out as well. All right, for feet, I have my Superfeet. I am loving these blue Superfeet 100%. I've worn them a few times, especially through the rocks of New York and New Jersey, and I can tell you this makes a difference. I am a brand ambassador for Superfeet, so I was granted and gifted with 2 pairs of Superfeet. I really suggest, like, anyone who has foot issues, insoles are great. I didn't know anything about insoles until I looked up Superfeet and became an ambassador for Superfeet, and I can tell you, it's for someone with chronic back pain, it makes a hell of a lot of difference to walk around with the Superfeet on. And coming back to the feet, right here we have the Hill Sound crampons here. I'm gonna bring these. I know some people don't bring the crampons. These weigh in at like a pound, so they're not the lightest things, but I am bringing them simply because if there is ice and snow, I want to be prepared. If I don't end up using them, fine, I will send them back, because I plan on doing resupply boxes, which I'll get into in a whole nother video once I figure it out. But I'm really excited for the crampons, just because it's going to give me more stability, and I don't want to slip and hurt my ankle or anything like that. So I am bringing the crampons. They were brought by another supporter of mine in support of my journey. So I am super thankful again. Like, y'all, I keep saying I'm thankful, but I'm very humble and grateful for everyone and all the companies and sponsors that have donated gear to me and are still continuing to donate gear to me. Going on, we're going to look at my pStyle. pStyle for women or those with vaginas. This is a great tool. I love this piece of gear. I know many times, like, if you have to urinate, you don't want to get out in the middle of the night and have to go out. So instead, I got this funnel, and it's much more efficient. I feel safe out in the forest when I don't have to squat. It's very easy to clean. I really do love it. And it only comes in at 0.6 ounces. So it's not much of a weight killer, but I do find it a necessity for me as a woman, because it's very efficient, and the little back part you can wipe with as well. It's just like you can, you know, take a little water, wash it out, or wash it when you get to a place where you can. I love this thing. I would not go anywhere without it. I even use it outside of camping. That's how efficient it is, and I really do like it. I do have a trowel, but I'm not going to bring it because it's just a waste of weight. In the beginning, I thought, okay, I wanted to dig with the trowel, the deuce, and at the end of the day, I can just dig with the tent stake. It will save me some weight, and therefore I'm going to get rid of it. It's not much weight because it doesn't weigh much. The trowel is 0.6 ounces as well, but I just don't want to carry the weight for it, because there's no point if it doesn't serve. For me, if a gear piece doesn't serve more than one purpose, then I'm not bringing it. That's just my mindset. I know other people think how, you know, do what they want to do, you do you. But for me, that's how I have been, you know, navigating and learning about everything. Coming into the food and filtration system, of course, we have the Sawyer, everyone's favorite thing, Sawyer Squeeze. And yes, this is not the mini. I did not want the mini, and honest to God, when I got this, I didn't know about the mini. I know nothing about the mini. Ditched the other stuff with it because there's no point of it, what I found out over the summer. So I like this filter because it's only 0.3 ounces. This is like nothing. This is great, and it's filtered mini times for me, and the water tastes great. I would not go on the AT with the water filter. I know some people do. That's your own ice cream, not my ice cream, but I'm gonna keep filtering water. I love the Sawyer. This has a good flow. I heard the mini has like kind of a constricted flow, so I'm pretty happy that I lucked out with buying this the first time anyway. So, hey, what's gonna come next? The MSR Pocket Rocket. I love how I said that and this little thing just popped out. This is the MSR Pocket Rocket 2. Small stove. I literally, man, I've cooked so many good meals with my MSR Pocket Rocket. It's like one of my favorite things, only because I'm a huge foodie and I like to eat. MSR Pocket Rocket is coming in at 2.6 ounces. As you can see, I will put my lighter pack up. Probably again, if I didn't put it up already, probably at the end of the video again. Because I have everything written down on my laptop there. I do like this. It's very small and it fits perfectly into the Toaks here. I have the Toaks 750 ml. I really like the Toaks. I like the little hood too, and I do have the Toaks with the handle, just because you want to drink coffee or anything, you could just pour it in here and go. It's just that simple, you know. And inside I have my fuel, and what I like to do is just fold everything nicely, you know, compactable, shove it down in here, and then just put the top on like that. There you go. And I do have the little orange thing to keep it. I know some people rubber band it. I kind of just like keeping my stuff really all together, and I like to be really organized with everything. What I like about the Toaks here is that the Toaks only weighs 3.6 ounces, and it's worth it. Honestly, it's 750 milliliters. It's worth it. I eat a lot. I know on the trail I might not be cooking a lot. I plan to only cook my dinners and to, you know, make everything else from, you know, wraps and Nutella, etc. All that fun, you know, fun food stuff that you learn out on the trail. What I did forget to mention with going back to my pad is that I do have the pump sack for the Therm-a-rest. I find this very efficient. I just store everything, I wrap it up, and I put it in the pack, just to protect it, because it is an air pad and I don't want any holes, but I can patch it up, because the Therm-a-rest does come with a nice patch kit, which I really do like a lot. And I did just trade it out, so I did buy this from REI. I do highly recommend REI, only because if I wanted to return my Therm-a-rest Neo Air Women's to Therm-a-rest, the company, I forgot that I brought it from REI, and they don't accept returns for over 30 days. So just keep that in mind, you know, when you're buying gear, to make sure you're looking at the warranty and if you can exchange or return it, because through doing shakedowns, I've learned that not everything's for me, and having this time to do the shakedowns just helps me like trade out my gear, enhance my gear, and see what works for me and what doesn't work for me. And that's what I've been learning, and it's just been a great experience, because I've been in so many different climates with this gear, from the summer to fall and winter, and just seeing, like, you know, I've only switched out one item so far because I'm really comfortable with my gear. Going into the pack, I have my plastic bag, normal plastic bag. It is my liner for my pack. I do not have a pack cover yet, so I'm looking into getting one. I don't know if I should get one. I heard that, you know, it just depends if I'm going to be switching my pack out to the 6 Moons or if I'm going to keep the ULA. We'll see. We'll really see about it. And also, speaking of such, I don't have a footprint for my big Agnes yet as well, which is also missing from this gear review. I have Polycro underneath, I believe from Gossamer Gear, and it's torn, so it didn't really hold up for me. Like, I took it out on the ridges up at Raccoon Ridge on the AT in New Jersey, and it just got torn through a stick, so it just wasn't for me. And then I have Tyrex paper as well, but with the big Agnes, you kind of want to have the footprint so you can set up the Rainfly first. But if there's any other hacks, I would love to know. Last but not least, I have my little first aid kit. It is not all inclusive. I have my Band-Aids in there. I have the Dr. Brommer's toothpaste. I have my EpiPen because I have allergies, as well as my matches, which are in a water resistant container. I'm trying to show y'all, trying to get this out for y'all, but it's like stuck. Come on, work with me. All right, so I'm going to show you a little bit of what I have in here. So I have this little tiny towel. This is the cutest thing. One of my friends actually ended up sending me this. I have my Picardin or Paramethrin in here. The lotion is in this little bottle, just because you don't want to bring the whole entire bottle. I have my waterproof matches in a little thing. I love to start fires, and I am looking forward to starting fires. And I have a fire starter as well. I don't know if this is a waste of weight, but if it is, let me know. But that's pretty much it for my review, because I'm still missing a few items that I really need. Dry sacks, you know, the Garmin device, because I really care about my safety. I'm missing the long spoon as well. I also wanted to let y'all know that I am bringing the GoPro, which I'm recording on, and that does weigh 156 grams. I don't care about that because it's really important for me to document my journey and to share it with y'all. Like, I really want to share everything that I'm doing with y'all. So I am carrying the weight for my GoPro. I'm not sure which extension to use yet, but if anyone also has suggestions on that, drop a line, hit me up, because I just want to go out here prepared. I want to be as prepared as I can for a wintry start in February or March, and just want to be successful, because I gotta go from Georgia to Maine. I gotta do it. It's the first of my Triple Crowns. But all my gear that I have right now, I'm really super excited with it, and I will be updating y'all and dropping the actual list here as well, or putting it below, just so y'all can see what I've done if you are planning for a winter thru hike. So that's all, folks. Until next time, goodbye. It's Dragonsky.